A'ja freaking Wilson. What is up, awesome people of the internet? A'ja Wilson is that girl. She was on fire last night, dropping an unbelievable 53 points in a game against the Atlanta Dream. Yeah, y'all heard me right. I said 53 points. With that score, she officially ties Liz Cambage for the WNBA single game scoring record. A'ja is now in an elite club, becoming only the third player in WNBA history to cross the 50-point mark in a single game. And a fun fact about that, she actually joins former teammates Liz Cambage, who scored 53 in 2018, and Riquna Williams, who scored 51 in 2013. And before we dive a little deeper into A'ja's awesome game, let's generally talk about the game overall. So the Aces scored off against the Atlanta Dream for the third time this month, and it really was a great game to watch. And it was very competitive for the entire first half and a good portion of the third as well. Rhyne Howard, who is the Dream's star, she did her thing. In the first half, she was really, really good, though she did struggle in the second half of the game. She ended up finishing with 27 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And one player that I thought was super impressive was Atlanta Dream rookie Haley Jones. She finished with her best game of the season, scoring 23 points and also having 5 assists and 6 rebounds. So a really, really great game for Haley Jones. And I'm truly wondering if this is maybe the start of something new for Haley Jones, just really, really having an impact for the Atlanta Dream. Enough about Atlanta, on to the Las Vegas Aces. So the Las Vegas Aces were overall really, really solid in this game. They do win the game 112-100. And A'ja Wilson, yes, was dominant. I'm going to talk more about her in a sec. But before I get there, there were two other players who I thought really did a good job for the Las Vegas Aces. We have Kelsey Plum, who had 20 points in this game. She had 7 assists as well. And she was just really solid. You know, she was 60% from the 3-point line, and just overall had a really solid game. Also, Chelsea Gray was once again doing Chelsea Gray things. She finished the game with 16 points, 12 assists, and almost a triple-double with 9 rebounds. So really, really good game for both of those players. But let's talk about the star of the show in that game, which was A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson is the reigning WNBA MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and she has been dominating this entire season. And this game was no exception. Just 12 days ago, she dropped a then career high, 40 points against the Mystics. And now she took her scoring to the next level, basically. Now you may be wondering, how exactly did A'ja Wilson score those 53 points? Well, her scoring spree was a mix of mid-range shots, layups, and even a three-pointer. She shot an impressive 70% from the field, converting 16 out of 23. And let's not forget her free throw game. She had 21 total free throw attempts and made 20 of them. Yes, that is right. She made 20 points just from the free throw line. And what can I say? You know, when you are the best player in the league, you get lots of calls. And it's one thing to get to the free throw line a bunch of times, but it's a whole nother thing to be as efficient as A'ja Wilson is from the free throw line as a big. Like, that's pretty rare, and something that should just be noted about A'ja Wilson. A'ja's 20 free throws made now makes her the second player in WNBA history to make at least 20 free throws in a game. Cynthia Cooper actually holds that record with 22 free throws made when she played with the Comets. Now, while we are on the topic of free throws, I do have a bone to pick with a couple of those three-pointers that A'ja Wilson had. In the fourth quarter, when there was less than a minute left to go, A'ja had 49 points and she was fouled by Rhyne Howard. A'ja shot 2 free throws. Atlanta Dream coach Tanisha Wright ended up getting 2 techs. A'ja shoots 2 more free throws to get her to the ultimate 53 points. Now, I don't believe A'ja Wilson was fouled by Rhyne Howard. I don't believe that was a foul at all. Yes, there was contact, but it was minimal contact, and it was just sort of a basketball play. Like it was something that you see all the time in the league that's never called. So I don't think the ref should have called that foul. I have linked a clip to that interaction below, and I really, really want to know what you all think. Do you think this was a foul, or do you think it was a questionable call like I do? Let me know what you think in the comments, because I really don't think that was a foul. Maybe even if they don't call that a foul, maybe A'ja Wilson ends up, getting fouled later on and shooting some free throws or something like that and still ends up with 53 points. But I think it's unfortunate the way she got it, because it sort of leaves that room for doubt. Like, was she really fouled? That type of thing. But let me know what you all thought in the comments below about that particular play. Anyway, let's go over some other historical points that A'ja Wilson had in this game. So A'ja Wilson scored 31 points in the second half. And now she is in a 3-way tie for the most points in a half. And she's in good company with Maya Moore and Cynthia Cooper. Plus, A'ja has a whopping total of 735 points so far this season, and has now etched her name in the Aces record book for the most points in a single season. She beats Kelsey Plum's record that she previously had. And yes, I've been talking about A'ja Wilson's offensive prowess in this game. However, this was not just an offensive game by A'ja Wilson. She put on a defensive clinic. She shut down the Atlanta Dream with her presence down low, holding them to just 3 of 14 shooting on contested shots. And also, she had 4 blocks, including a really fun volleyball-style block that she did. A'ja Wilson leads the league in blocks this season with a whopping 70. Yes, that is right, 70 blocks, and the season is not even over. Who knows? Maybe she finishes with 85 blocks or more by the end of the season. After the game, here is what Aces coach Becky Hammon and the player of the game, A'ja Wilson, had to say.
I gotta tell you, Michael, she is a, I don't know what kind of creature she is, but I can tell you she runs like a deer, jumps like a cat, and catches like if she were Spider-Man. So I don't know exactly what that is, but she is just special. And I'll tell you, her real gift too is in her humility and grace and how she handles herself and her teammates all the time. Like, she is a phenomenal superstar. I can't even tell you, like, she's about winning, and that's it. She's about winning and making and lifting her teammates up. And her teammates adore her for it. You can't help but love the person that she is. So as special as she is on the court, who she is and how she goes about her work is like, it's just like out of this world. Like I said, it's just so supremely special. But I mean, when she's rolling, and she's got, I don't know what you do with her. Like I said, I don't want a game plan against her. That's for sure.
You said after you had 40, you said you didn't necessarily feel like you were in a zone. It was more just this was your offense. Did it feel different today? Because this was 13 more points even than that, or did it feel somewhat the same, that you were just doing what you guys do?
Honestly, I was just doing what I was doing. It was more so my teammates like, go, go, go. And like throughout the whole game when they're trying to horse it in, I'm like, no, get your shot, you're open. So like I didn't feel it, and I'm still waiting on that feeling, I guess, when people are like, no, I was in like out of body experience. But no, I mean, I'm out there having fun. I get an opportunity to play with some amazing women. I get to come into work every single day to play basketball. So I don't take these moments for granted, but it wasn't like a feeling like, oh my God, it was just kind of just in the flow. And that's why I appreciate them the most.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on Asia's historic game. What do you all think about her amazing performance? Also, what do you think about how many times she got to the free throw line? And also, I'm curious, do you think that this game made it clear that Asia is the front runner for MVP this season? Before this game, I was actually leaning towards Alyssa Thomas, but now I am kind of reconsidering my MVP vote, even though I don't have one, my theoretical MVP vote. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, a big shout out to M.A. Volpel, who wrote a really awesome article sort of breaking down some of the records that Asia has set in yesterday's game. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you haven't done so far. Also, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, guys. Bye.